Hi, welcome back, CMG Aura Spaces. This is another episode on FX Weekly Market Forecast. And today's episode will be on 34th week of 2024. Right. So like we do always, we won't waste much time here. Um this video is being recorded on the date 25th August 2024, and it will take a duration of 5 days. That's from Monday to Friday, right? So, um, like we do always, we'll have a recap, right? A recap of whatever happened there on 33rd week of our analysis, right? So basically, if you're new here, we do weekly FX market forecast on DXY, that is the American dollar, and JPY, the Japanese yen, and then sometimes on gold. And then sometimes we just have an overview, a small a glimpse into stock indices, right? So for the record, it seems for the recent weeks, we have been enjoying winning streaks, right? Winning streaks on our analysis. If you have been actually following, and then especially on a Telegram channel for signals and then instruction, actually be enjoying. But man, I told you, like, there's one thing to do analysis, and then one thing to have a trading strategy, and another thing to actually trade business, right? You can be a good analyst, but you won't be a good profitable trader, right? And then you may have a good strategy, yet you may not be able to be profitable. So these things are very important, separate things, though they work hand in hand. So you have to understand this. For this reason, I have intention of covering a video on how to master your entry and exit strategy. They are very, very important. Besides the fact that you are following, learning how to do analysis, and then in fact, you know what I mean. So I'll cover that. Now back to the DXY recap. The week on the 33rd week actually began around this point. You see these markings here, and I told you if a price actually where we are around or just below the support line. There is the current or the recent level was actually what a support, yet it was below it, so I will still call it a resistance. Yet I told you it will be based on the fact that if pressures from the sellers or the volume from that side are very huge, then we are going to what? Break below. So for that matter, I even drew this black line indicating that if price fall below, because it was actually our support level. Yes. If price breaks below that, then we are going to continue with the dip, looking at the higher time frames, the weekly, then the daily, and then back to the 4 hour time frame. So we can see that. So, and then if it doesn't, then we are going to what? Experience a rally up. Yeah. So generally, I told you we were in a downtrend, yet we could be experiencing a pullback here and there, but the general movement is a downtrend. So lo and behold, that was exactly what happened. You can see in the Telegram channel, I came back to give some more descriptions on how to actually expect, where to wait, and then how to expect the move. So I do here the low and then the high. The low and high, anytime you see them in any of my description or analysis, it means that indecision is around that place. And for that matter, which one has a higher tendency of moving in that direction? So that was the meaning. So if you see low and high, that is it. So it means that if you see high there, it means that I was expecting market to move up, even though my expectation with that was not that strong. And then the high below, the high here means that my expectation in that trend, in that direction, is very, very massive. And that was what actually happened. So now that you have seen that, I can take these things off, right? And then you see the dip. That was actually what happened. If you can check the previous video, the week 33, and you can see this. So I initially intentionally left all these markings for you to see them yourself. So this is what happened. And then it got here, actually exactly what I was expecting. So I was expecting that when it gets here, right, there should be a small pullback to this area before going up. But lo and behold, it got to that area and it pulled back, but it couldn't sustain. And then it came down. Bear in mind, I wasn't in any trade, right? I was around this place, I wasn't in any trade. So the moment price got to this level, I was very monitoring and then enjoying that sense, even though my entry or my position were not that huge the regular way. I told you in any strategy, in any trading, you should have a strategy how to actually manage these risks. So when it got here, and then yeah, actually what happened here was that I think there was a news. FOMC or annual something. I think I don't know. That was what happened. So hence the results here. So you have to be very careful and understand whatever we do here. Now, going forward into 34th week, in fact, let me um, try and do the top-down analysis from the higher time frame, right? So the weekly, and let's see what happens. So we are going to look for confluence here. Wow, this is interesting. So I told you the recent week that I was expecting price to move to this area, right? And go up, or better still, if it gets into this area also, we will check whatever is going to happen. Now you can see a marking here, right? A marking here, or better still, another marking that I can introduce here. So we have to be very careful here, right? And then I'm going to do another thing here, here, right? So in this week, I mean, in fact, if you have been on the channel, my analysis is very simple. I don't need to do any complications here. I don't enjoy that. In fact, I need the time for my management, so I don't have to be saying unnecessary things. So here is we are going to still expect price to move down into this area, right? Or better so, a bullish candle can form here, but then it's not going to be readily. I'm telling you the truth. It's not going to be a readily formed a bullish candle, right? So price can actually move here, can be a strong move again, and then will be worked into this area. So this actually can be something like a demand zone, right? Bear in mind a demand zone, and then we'll see whatever happens. So I wouldn't even say much here. I'm going to see whatever candlestick patterns or the pressure or the volume that's going to happen around this place, and then tell you again. I'll give you update in the Telegram channel, right? Telling you if we are going to still continue with the dip, because if you check this, up, down, up, down to this same area, right? So let's see what will happen again, right? So that is what I have to say. I will only confirm in the course of the week, right? But generally, we are in a downtrend. We are dipping. The market is plummeting, dipping, and then we are at a point that it has a higher tendency to move out. But we are not certain yet. You can't be 100% even certain in this market. It's just a matter of managing your risk and then checking with your confluences. So that is what I'm expecting. Now let's move to the daily time frame and see whatever if you can have a confluence. Right. So once again, here the dip is very strong. You understand? You can see that. In fact, like I said in the weekly time frame, we are going to expect more dip. I'm telling you. I can't be 100% sure, but I'm just telling you that this is what is going to happen. So if you're already in a trade or swinging, you should be careful massaging your entries, or you have to be very careful, right? But we may expect this to this level. You can even get to this area and let's see the pressure. But I told you one thing, that this market doesn't move in the linear sense. You see how things are moving too steepy. It can't continue that way. We will experience bullish candles here and there, some fake out and some indecision with a lot of misbehavior, especially on Mondays. So you have to be very careful. So that's what I have to say. Now let's move back down again to our regular trading hour, which is the what? The Let me actually take this one out to avoid any confusion. right? I'm going to also clean this in out because from a higher time frame, it looks big. So here, right, we are still just below the moving average, which is one of my confluences for my strategy. We are below the what was the name? The MA. And now at the moment, at the support level, I'll call it. Now, in fact, it can break down again. You can see that all the my contribution or my findings are all the fact that there's a high pressure in the market dropping to a point. So you can still experience this point. Or better still, because market does not move in a straight line or it doesn't move in that linear sense, we can experience a period of consolidation. Better still, sideways or ranging market. Yes, you can experience it, and the market will continue dipping. Yet we will still look at what is going to happen within that period of consolidation and then see if we are going to still break below or we are going to break above and then start rallying up. So that will be on week 34. That's what I have to say now. I'll keep updating you in our Telegram channel. Check in this video description for that link. And then, in fact, I'll also say that whatever I'm saying, I'm also an analyst. I'm not the analyst. I am an analyst. So this is what I see. So whatever you see, you can just share with us, right? I can learn from you. You can learn from me. You can learn from anybody at all. So you can share your view in this video description. In fact, in the comment section, or better still in the Telegram channel, and then we will look at it, right? We are not saying we are the boss here, right? So now let's move to the JPY, the Japanese yen, and then see what happened also in the course of the week, the recent week. Yeah. So, great. Now, in the last week, the recent week, what we did was that we were quite indecisive, right? We didn't actually know how the market was going to move. In fact, and I was telling you, if anything, I'll have to come back and then confirm. And of course, that was what happened exactly. Market opened from here, and I told you initially I told you we were going to. I drew something like a fair value gap, right? So that fair value gap was that price starting from here will move into it. So it was around here. Sorry, I don't know why I did this. I did the analysis myself, so I can still do that. So it was around this place. You can check in the recent video, week 33, and then tell me if I'm not telling the truth. If any mistake, yeah. So that was what I was expecting. That price will move into this area, the fair value gap, like I said, and will be rejected. I hope you remember. Price will move there and we will reject it. And when the rejection happens, we will look at the nature of the rejection and then the pressure from that type of participants, and then we know what will happen. So lo and behold, price actually moved there, and you see the rejection, very nice, right? And then he moved back to this area once again. So things were very pleasant, very good. Then lo and behold, I realized again that price was not able to do that. It was just ranging around something like descending triangle or so. Yeah, descending triangle. We have different types of triangles. We have descending. We have it's actually a type of candlestick pattern or chart. Yeah, chart, I should say. So that was it. So this is what is happening actually here. Someone may even draw this, right? So let me just continue into the coming week, the pending week actually. Someone will draw this. Let me do it this way. Uh, 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 right. What is happening? Let me choose my two. Yeah, so what is happening? Yeah, so someone will choose this, right? And then do something like this sort. You understand? It's actually someone's people's strategy that they trade. right? It doesn't mean I don't trade it, but I rarely trade this, or I rarely see this in my analysis, right? Everyone and their confluence that they actually take it serious. So you see what is happening here. You see the triangle happening here. So this is what is happening. So someone may actually see this like waiting for the penny week and see what will happen. So if this breaks out, and then let's wait for another candlestick pattern that's going to form. So this could be a breakout, and we are going to experience what? The buying pressure from JPY buyers. You understand? So this is what I see now is forming a breakout. So that is why it's very good to have better grasp of these candlestick patterns and charts. Also check in this video description or the channel for your candlestick patterns and then the charts. In fact, some people only trade patterns or charts, and it's very, very good. It could be your strategy, no problem. You don't have to worry yourself with this kind of a lot of strategy. Some people can master this and they are good to go. So check this, and then you see that even drawing this, there's a breakout happening now. So let's see what happens, right? So I can even buy into the idea that, okay, price is going to break out, waiting for the next candlestick pattern forming, right? So for now, let's say we are expecting a bullish candle, a breakout from this. So we have also treated what is a breakout and a fake out, right? So I'm not going to rush into saying this or that, but now in terms of bias, I can say that 60% breakout is going to happen. Or yes, so let's see what happens next. Someone can just jump into it. It's a strategy, and I wouldn't have any problem with them, right? So let's expect a bullish for now on JPY. So in fact, I'm not going to worry myself going, okay, for transparency sake, let's see on the other hour time frame. So this is the weekly time frame, right? And then it seems there's quite indecision here, confusion actually. Someone can actually extend this, right? And because price has tapped into it, right, expect the price will be rejected and move back to this area. So you can see some kind of confluence, which is not yet strong, right? That is it. For DXY, I could have said more. Yes, but here I'm just going to be very conservative on JPY and other pairs, right? But now I can still expect the price is going to move up gradually. It's not going to be sharp, but gradually move back to this level. You understand? So that is what I have to say. Now, let me move to stock indices. I told you I don't actually do analysis. Analysis on uh, stock indices, right? As in giving you a pre analysis, market forecast. I hardly do market forecast on the stock indices. Example is NAS 100, US 30, and then the German 30, right? But it's something that is one of my minefield. How do I say mindset that if I patiently trade it, I usually hit profit, right? I usually hit. So that this is one of the things that we did. And this gradually moved there. And then when it got to this level, one of the patients, the problem that we have, I should have waited once, I should have waited and then see what is going to happen. Just at the place, I was aggressive and then I incurred what? A loss. But the general thing, I actually hit a TP, right? You understand? So here, now let's move to the US 30 and see what happens on US 30. So US 32, you see what happened? This actually took like more than a week. So in fact, people who trade stock indices can be very profitable. Can be very profitable. Just that sometimes you want quick money. So that's why we jump into these currencies. But trading stock indices can be very relaxing, very profitable. See what happened here. You see here, simply I hit TP sharp. It's as simple as that. Let's move to German. But this actually took a week for me to hit that. So you have to be very patient. You see what happened also here. See German. German 2, gradually TP, hit. And I even entered again, hit. So we see. So that is it. So I'll, in fact, in this comment, in this video description, tell me if you want more on stock indices. I can give you more signals or maybe a forecast. I will just check that. So tell me whatever is on your mind in this video description, and then I'll get back to you. So that will bring us to the end of this forecast, right? Um, we give you trading or lessons on Binance, and then crypto academy that is in the pipeline. We are going to bring it up. We are currently providing tutorials on Binance, trading on Binance, how to be profitable, how to start earning small from Binance, and then we are going to make it quite dicey, right? By introducing what crypto academy, right? We are on it. So stay tuned, and then we will see you in the next video. Ciao for now.